We have a super cool new update. It's especially important to those of you that have custom objects. It's a public beta. You need to opt into the beta. I'll show you how to do that. It's a really exciting change for looking at how you're doing all of the associations within your objects. So as we know, we have our traditional objects in HubSpot. We have our deals, we have our tickets, contacts, companies, all of that fun stuff. And we see how those are associated. But then when we get into custom objects, we're getting into more advanced HubSpot builds. And even when we're looking at our standard objects, but especially custom objects, we want to see how we're mapping and associating those objects. And sometimes it can be really easy to lose track of like, what object did I associate to what? Because that's going to determine how the information is going to get copied onto the various records, right? So for example, we have a HubSpot account method object that we use to track our HubSpot account. You don't want every object associated to that, because that's used for internal management of the account. So we don't want every email that we have with a contact on the account on there, because we go to the company to find that. HubSpot account record is used for us to track things in a completely different way. So I'm going to go ahead and show you this beta. It just came out a couple days ago, so I think it's pretty darn cool. So look at this thing. Oh my goodness. So what are we doing here? Well, what we can see here is we can see all of the different objects that we use, and then we can see how they're connected. So if we zoom in here, which I'm going to do, let's go ahead and, or I'm still going to use to moving this thing around. So let's see, we look at companies, right? Companies, when I hover the associated to objects, we can see this little box, all the objects. See how many companies are created, how many properties we're using. And then if we go down to, hold on, sorry, y'all, just still getting here, there we go. So we have our HubSpot account record, right? So we have it is associated to certain things. As I said, it's not associated to contacts. They're not associated to our marketing accounts. So we can actually see all these associations so that we understand how our network of associations works. And then if we want to take a look at, oh man, maybe I need to add an association here, right? Well, then we can go over here. We can go to these custom objects. And then if we want to create, we can create association label for this, or we can actually go to the object itself and we can take a look at the objects and we can look at what our object associations are. So yeah, lots of stuff that we can do here. And if we want to create a new association, then I can go ahead and just select another object to associate to the HubSpot account record. So, and I should probably actually, now that I'm looking at, our Club client notifications should actually be associated to that record, but maybe they shouldn't be. So instead of me doing that without following teeth, I might go ahead and do that. But point of this being, you have this really cool map now where you can take a look at, let me go ahead and zoom out here and get this getting moved around. So we can take a look at how, sorry, I know I'm not doing a good job of this. We can take a look at how all of our associations work, highlight any object to see everything that gets associated. We can remove objects if we want. So if we want to take an object out of there and we want to just kind of take a look at a relationship between a more select group of objects, like for us, this would be a great way to see for core functionality, not including our Hub Club, how we're going ahead and associating objects. So if you have any questions about this, let me know. The way that you find it is you go to settings and you go under data management. And of course, for all of you who don't know that you can now enroll into public betas, what you do is you go ahead and go to product updates and you're going to see opportunities to enroll into betas. And you can also see all of the product updates right here. So have fun checking out your data model. And if you want to share yours, I'd love to see it.